Hey guys, it's PM Mathis, your global indie author distributor, and I hope that you've had a good day. So I'm calling this one Recap Friday, as I always do, right? Want to remind you that I go live on Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and want to remind you that, of course, I am on Facebook. That's where you're seeing one of these lives. I'm also live on Facebook. And I want you to know that you can always throw your comments and your questions in the comment section, and I will get back with you. Okay. So, want to tell you who I am and why I do what I do. I am looking for on Fridays. I just try to, just recap something I've learned, right? So, I want to tell you, a little bit about who I am and why I'm doing what I'm doing. I think that we're all self motivators and self encouragers. We just have to have it directed and guided. Sometimes we don't know our own value, our own strength, and our own worth. And sometimes, listening to somebody else or hearing somebody else's stories, because you know what? For me, I love people's stories. I love to know how a person got from point A to point B and some of the things that they've had to struggle with. That gives me hope. That gives me a little bit of peace to know, hey, see, you're not alone. People do have to, walk through some things to get to the other side, right? So that's generally what I want people to realize, to kind of get comfortable in the struggle, because we all struggle. Hey, Miss Eunice or Makia, not surely sure who, Miss Eunice. How are you doing? So we all get kind of comfortable sometimes in the uncomfortableness of trying to do something new. And hey, Lisa. And so, therefore, we don't do anything. Now, I'm of the mindset that you need to do just whatever you need to do, even if you have to do it afraid, even if you have to do it just uncertain of how to get to the next level. I'm piecing, a platform together, not because it's been shown to me. I mean, I do a lot of research. I'm out here doing a lot of learning and self-development, but this is not given to me easy. I have to do the work in order to create the life that I imagined, the hope that I hold in my heart, and what God has told me my purpose is. And my purpose is to help other people, right? Because I'm just determined and I'm just honorary enough just to, you know what? I mean, I'm gonna figure this thing out. I can't imagine that other people can live a certain way, and I'm not envious of people in that way, but I'm envious in the fact of, hey, how did you hold on enough, even in the midst of all this stuff that was going crazy in your life and in your head? How did you maintain? How did you keep going? How did you stand strong when you just wanted to give up? Because, hey, I want to give up every single day. Because even tonight, I came home just worn out. We are, and I've said this a couple of times, we're in the midst of a transition at work. We're learning a whole new operating system. We're going to have to be moving here in about 2 to 3 months. And I'm not excited. My body is already telling me, hey, listen. So, but then on the side of this thing, I'm trying to build a platform, right? So, and I want to encourage you to do the same. I want to encourage anybody that's willing to listen to, hey, step outside the comfort zone. Hey, step outside of some of the things that you don't like doing. Another thing I talk about, I don't like going to the gym, but it's just something I got to do. I'm disciplined enough to get it done, even though it makes me hurt. I'm uncomfortable. I'm not bendable like everybody else. So, you just got to find out where you fit in and then get in, right? Okay, so tonight I want to just talk about a couple of things that I've learned over the week. Like I said, I'm all about personal development. I'm all about keeping myself encouraged and keeping myself motivated, because I got to get this thing done. And I know that you've heard me talk about. I am so excited that we're hitting a new decade, and 2020 is going to be off the chain for me. Okay, I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm excited. I want you to get excited and watch it, girl. Okay. So the first point, doubting yourself. What does that get you? Now I could tell myself, Pam, you're 48 years old, kind of waited a little bit too long. uh-uh. My life is just getting started. You know what? Because my biggest my biggest challenge that was before me was being a single mother. Even though I've been married twice, I still was generally a single mother, right? And now I find myself at 48, single again. But I have gotten my child through the biggest accomplishment of her life to date, right? We've gotten this girl through college. It did not. Now the our separation kind of stressed me out, but it was good because we both needed it, right? Now this girl has gotten a full-time job. She's gotten her own insurance. She's doing her thing. Now, it's time for me to step out here, and those things that I had to put on the back burner, which I'm not saying that hey, I had anything, that didn't bother me a bit because that's what I was called to do in that season. Now it's time for me to help the next generation, right? Even though she's in the next generation, I need to help more girls. Why? Because I'm passionate about that. And why? Because I know I can do it. Because I've done it. I mean, I have evidence right here in front of me. Now, I'm not saying that I'm Mother of the Year, but I've done what I know to do and it's paid off dividend, right? So now I can't sit back and do nothing. I'm all about getting things done. It excites me to have young girls learn and know their find out what their passion is and to know how their voice can be used and it can be used positively and all this stuff that we keep falling in the trap with. Now I'm not, I've been told I'm a man hater. I'm not any of that, but I don't like BS, right? I can weed out BS. Don't come at me with that noise. I want to help these young ladies understand you need to cut out the noise. And a lot of times is what they're telling themselves because that self-doubting stuff, it gets you nowhere. And I'm trying to get to next level. I don't know what next level is gonna look like. I kind of do, but I don't want to put it all out there. I want y'all to just keep your eye on me, right? And be excited. And I want you to get excited because there are some things that you want to do, and I want to help you get there. It won't probably be in me always having to talk to you, but my excitement, I pray, rubs off on somebody else. Your excitement, I pray, will rub off on somebody else. You living life and you doing it well and you living your best life. Oh my gosh, how exciting is that? And how motivating is that? Because it's not always in what we say to people. It really is not. Because I'm not a big huge talker. I know people would say, Pam, that's not true, but I'm generally not. I'm passionate about this though. This excites me because I know I can do this. And I know that somebody needs me to do this. Right. And I'm talking about I have to push myself outside my comfort zone every time I have to talk to a different person or engage a different person because I'm always, like I've said, always a little bit concerned about, hey, do I say this? Do I say that? I don't want to be misinterpreted as, oh my gosh, this woman is like really needy and she's got all these problems. Because, girl, I will lay it on the line. I will just tell you just about anything. I'm very private by nature, but when I'm trying to get an answer for something, there is no shame in my game. I need you to tell me how to get to the next level. I don't care what it looks like or feels like to you. If I can get my answer because I'm asking you, then that's what I'm in the game to do because I'm trying to be a global phenomenon, right? I'm trying to be a game changer, a world changer because you know what? We have so many young ladies who need to see other women doing it without any kind of apologies, without any kind of shame, without any kind of, hangups. Because you know what? It's time out for all of that. No, a lot of people don't like this, but you know what? It's time out for this PC culture that we've been living in and always having to try to apologize for this. And I can't be this because it, makes you feel a certain way. Listen, listen. If you're that touchy feely, if you get that offended by somebody else's victory, well, shame on you because people need to be and do what it is that they're called to do. And that makes them happy. That makes them get up out of the bed every day. You don't know, for some of us, how much of a struggle it is just to get up every day and to keep this mindset going and to keep this excitement going. You don't know how hard this is for most of us. You just see us and think, oh, okay, they'll be fine, because that's generally how people see me. Oh, Pam will be fine. I don't have a lot of, calling and checking on me. I don't have a lot of, oh, girl, you can get this done. But you know what? It's all in here. It's all in what I tell myself, and I know what I can accomplish. And my God walks with me. He gives me security, he gives me victory, he gives me friendship. He talks to me and he walks with me, and I am so grateful about that. Right? So how can I not tell somebody else, even when nobody else, not no physical person that you see, nobody's calling you, nobody's checking in on you, but God is with you, because why? He has given you an opportunity to be his voice. And somebody needs you to be his voice, because they're not strong enough to do it. They don't understand how to get there. And you know what? Like I said, it's not always in what I say to you, but it's in my heart for you. It's in my willingness to hear you, to listen, and to see you, because that's what my platform is about. Because everybody wants to be seen, everybody wants to be heard, everybody wants to be loved, and everybody wants to be trusted. And but you know what? It also takes a person like me to call you out on your BS. I don't have time for you to be trying to lie to folks and get over on folks, because that is not what the world is supposed to be. And if I see it, I'm gonna call it. I ain't trying to I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm trying to for somebody else not to get hurt, not to get trampled, because you don't know how devastating that can be to somebody. Now I've gotten messed over and I've got play, but I'm strong enough to get up and keep it moving. So many women, so many young girls are not. And one little thing can devastate them and keep them from moving forward. And how dare you, if you have the ability and you have the power and you have the voice and you have the strength, not to help them get to that next level and not to encourage them. And you know what? Like I said, a lot of times it's not in what you say, it's how you live your life and how you walk before them and those things that you're willing to get involved in. Now, I have this young lady that I'm mentoring now. She is a handful, let me tell you. And in my and in my mind, I'm like thinking, oh my God, why am I taking this on? Right? But how dare I not? Right? Because here's the thing, it's not taking that much away from who I am. Matter of fact, it's actually causing me to be better. Why does mentoring these young ladies cause me to be better? Because I got to step my game up. I can't tell them to do something if I'm not willing to get out here and do it. If I'm not willing to get out here and hustle and put myself in situations that make me uncomfortable, how can I dare ask them to do that? How can I dare ask them to look in the mirror and be love the sound of their voice and love what they see in the mirror if I'm not willing to do that? I'm talking about I'm a 48-year-old woman with kinky hair that's mostly gray than black, and I think I'm the best thing going. I think I'm the cutest thing going. Whether you think it, whether you believe it, whether you tell me, it don't really matter to me, because I'm good with me, right? And so that is the legacy. That is what I hope to leave to this next generation of young ladies. I've already given it to my own, right? She wavers sometimes because she she gets a little nervous when it comes to doing things. She ain't as bold as her mommy. But I've given her a foundation. I know that she can walk this out. I know that if something happened to me today, she'll be good. There's so many young women that are not going to be good if somebody don't stand in the gap for them. So that's what I'm here for, right? And that's what I hope that you take, tonight. That stop doubting yourself. Just get out here and do something. Just walk with authority. Just walk with your head up. Walk like you know who you are. And you know what? That'll eliminate a lot of that BS that people try to throw at you. I don't. I'm telling you, I don't get a lot of it, because you don't want to approach me. I'm just saying, I'm very nice and kind and all of that kind of stuff, and I'm very respectful, but I ain't got no time for you to waste my time. I don't tolerate that. I don't think it's necessary, and I think it's, how dare you do that, right? Because I'm not stopping talking to you. I'm not stopping trying to engage you. Now there are points and there are times that I think that is very necessary. I do. But in those moments when I'm trying to be by myself and you just approach me with some stuff that, okay, we won't get into that. And so anyway, okay, so I want to wrap this up to remind you. Now I'm not going to be doing it with my Friday recaps, but generally with my lives that I do, like on a Wednesday and a Sunday, I do worksheets for those. The older ones are out there on the Pew Partner Friend page under the files, but all of that will be transitioning to my website. And I know I keep saying that your girl is busy. I got a lot of things in the fire. Those will be transitioning over because I want people to move to my website, to see all the great things I have out there. I want to let you know I have 3 books. You Are God's Love Story, That You Can Hold My Hand, and Ordinary Princess. They can be found on Lulu, Amazon, Barnes& and Noble, and Books A Million. I want to let you know that I have 2 ebooks I'm so excited about. They're out there on Amazon Kindle. The first one is Tolerance, No Thanks to Toxic Person, Place, or Situation. And the second one is 10 Considerations for Staying Focused with Less You Get More. And I'm so excited because, your girl is trying to drop an ebook every single month. And so this month I'm working on the children's book because that's another hot market. I'm telling you, this ebook thing, guys, is the way to go, right? And I want to remind you that I do Young Living classes. My next one will be on the 21st, and I will be talking about supplements. Now, if you missed the 2 I've already done, I'm telling you, jump on. Your girl wants to send you a sample of an oil, right? Okay, so I want to close out with a prayer, really quick prayer. It's found in Romans 15, the Message Bible. I just love this little prayer. It's just absolutely working wonders in my life. It keeps me motivated. It keeps my mind grooving and shaking. What doesn't, nothing can do it like the Word of God, right? So, what it says is, pray for me, pray strenuously with and for me to God the Father through the power of the Master Jesus, through the love of the Spirit, that I will be delivered from the lion's den of unbelievers. That is huge and powerful, right? Pray also that my relief offering to the Christians will be accepted in the spirit in which is given. I want what I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to put out here to be received in what is necessary for the person that's listening, right? God's peace be with all of you. Okay. Well, guys, I love you. Remember, this is PM Mathis, your global indie author distributor. And as always, 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 I want you to what? Be blessed. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.